Congressman Kucinich, my question to you, since I'm focusing on women voters, is why do you think you're the best candidate for women voters?
Because I'm the one candidate who understands that health care is so important to American women who are the nurturers of the family, who have to worry about not only their own health, but more especially the health of their children, the health of their husbands or partners. And I'm the one candidate who stands for a not-for-profit health care system, where the burden of paying health care bills is totally removed, where everyone is covered because we already have the money in the system that covers everything, when you no longer have health care run by private insurance companies, no more premiums, co-pays, and deductibles. Women should know that I'm the one candidate, the only candidate in this race who stands for a not-for-profit health care system, the only candidate in this race who stands for a universal pre-kindergarten system. And you know what? I'm the co-author of the health care bill and the author of the universal pre-K bill. Women should know that they have a real advocate in this race, and also someone who would fearlessly defend Roe v. Wade, while at the same time doing everything I can to minimize abortions in the society through prenatal care, postnatal care, child care, universal health care, a living wage, and also, of course, sex education and birth control. I want to help heal this country on this issue while protecting a woman's right to privacy and her right to choose.
All right, and my question for you, Mrs. Kucinich, for undecided voters, and there are a lot of them still in New Hampshire and around the country, what's the one thing you'd like voters to know about your husband?
Really his vision and the reason why he voted against the war in Iraq. We all know that we went into the war in Iraq illegally. Dennis is the only person running for president who voted against going to war, led the Democrats, 125 Democrats, to vote no against the war, voted 100% of the time against funding the war, and has a plan to bring the troops home. And this really goes with a national security doctrine that we call strength through peace. And strength through peace is really looking at the vision for America, where we are a nation among nations, working collectively and collaboratively with other nations of the world. And this is motivated by really what is at the centre of our national experience in the House of Representatives. When you look at the apex of when you walk up into the House of Representatives, there's a woman standing with her arm outstretched, and underneath her arm is a little boy who's sitting next to a pile of books happily. And that is called Peace Protecting Genius, and the goddess of peace is protecting the child genius as he is playing with the books. And that really is what we have to do. We've got to take out the fat in the Pentagon budget, which is really unnecessary spending, and put it directly into education to really support and nurture the people of this country, invest in this country, and that is the way that we will become strong.
Okay, thank you both
Thank
so
you very
much.